y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Janelle. If you are new, do not hesitate to subscribe. So let me bring y'all down. I'm gonna sit on the floor. Okay, so today is what is it? Today's Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. What, the 13th? I think April 13th, I believe. So it is early in the morning, y'all. I woke up, got in the shower, cleaned my face, you know, the whole nine. So I'm actually about to go to the park. I want to take a walk in the park this morning. So I'm just eating a slight breakfast. I'm just drinking water and eating potatoes. I was going to make everything bagel with scrambled eggs and cheese. Yeah, but I want to leave out like now. Because I was in the house all day yesterday and it was beautiful out, but I didn't have the momentum. Like, I didn't feel like leaving out. I'm looking at the floor because Energy got all of these bird seeds all over the place. And I just swept this morning. I didn't even see that. Anyhow, I made these potatoes last night. I love potatoes, y'all. I love them so much. You know it's not good to eat a lot of starch though, but I love potatoes. So, let me catch y'all up. Okay, so Sunday, Easter Sunday, I got an email telling me to join a Zoom meeting on Easter Monday. See, this is what I'm telling y'all when I be telling y'all about these remote jobs and how I kind of run through jobs a lot, because these jobs to me aren't really that to me, my opinion, they aren't really quality jobs, because what quality job is emailing people on Easter Sunday? Like, let's be for real. Now, keep in mind, y'all know, or if you knew, I don't know, I've been looking for remote work since my contract, because I was an independent contractor since it ended in February, right? So, yeah, so I really prefer to work part-time, because I have not worked full-time in a very long time, y'all. In a very long time, I have not worked full-time. In probably like almost 2 years, I haven't worked full-time, because one of my part-time remote jobs, I done that for 11 months, and the other one, it was like for 5 months, I think. And it'd be so many jobs in between there. I can't keep up my damn self, right? But anyhow, so I joined the Zoom call on Monday. So basically we were like offered the position. This is the same position that I had a Zoom call with the end of February. I don't know. But anyhow, I have a plan. You know how us black people do, just like this girl said that I was watching. Us black people, we count money before we even get it. Yeah, I got a plan. And it's all in my iPad. Everything is written in my digital journal, keeping my life together. That's where I write a lot of my stuff. Yeah, so I got a plan for the next 3 months to pay some stuff off. Like, you know how you have, I don't know, you know, what other people's lives is, you know, set up like, but when you have like bills that's coming in, when you know all you got to do is just put a certain amount down and they wiped out. It's the end of them. That's what's going to happen in the next 3 months. I have a plan. I wrote it all down yesterday in my iPad. The dates, the amounts. We got to knock this shit down, because I'm not going to be working for somebody for the rest of my life. That's what the fuck I'm not going to be doing, right? Keep in mind, I did get the job, so I'm very blessed about that. That's why I was able to sit down and write down this plan, okay? That's my number one goal. And if you have a business, you know a little bit about business debt. I have business debt, okay? I've never applied for a grant or anything with business. I never took advantage of applying for grants, because there's certain stuff I don't really want to sell like a whole bunch of, you know what I mean? Like the stuff that I have been selling for the last 5 years, my business, I Splurge, is 5 years old. It's been really small stuff. You know what I mean? Not nothing that cost a whole bunch. But nevertheless, I still have business debt that, excuse me, y'all, my allergies. That's why I know when I go to this park, oh my God, it's probably not a good move, but I want to be outside. Yeah, so I have business debt that I need to knock that out real quick. So, yeah. And that's not even going to take nothing but like maybe a little over a month if I stick to the plan. I have to stick to the plan. But, you know, you guys see how everything goes. So, yeah. The job, it's basically, it's more so about like, this is another one of them things with health insurance. There's so many remote companies hiring for this, because anybody who got like health insurance during the pandemic is about to be over on May the 11th. So now a lot of people are going to be calling in trying to get health insurance. So that's what this is about. So it's full time. I don't know how this is going to go with me mentally, but you know, you got to do what you got to do until you can do what you want to do. You know how that go, right? So because I have not, like I said, worked full time in a while. Of course, I'm going to be in here, so the vibes is going to be on high, so I'm not worrying about that. So that's a blessing. Everything that, you know, happens on God's timing, in my eyes, is a blessing. I just got to stick to my plan so that I can pay off some stuff, and then I'm going to be free. I mean, like, free, right? So anyway, that's what's going on. But the job kind of rubbed me the wrong way already, because everything was so urgent. Like, oh, we need this done by this time. We need the assessment done by this time. It's like, y'all just contacted us on Easter Sunday. Like, I mean, today's Thursday, so none of this is going on today. This was all within the first 2 days. Monday and Tuesday, they wanted this done. You had to do this. They done an interview the same day. Like, I was telling y'all before, a lot of interviews are not one-on-one. This was one of the ones that was a one-on-one. You know, virtual, of course. And then, so that was the same day of the Zoom call. Then you had to do this by this. Then you had to do the I-9 information. It was like they kept emailing and saying, oh, this got to be done by this time. I'm like, to me, no job that's worth having, that's a quality job, is rushing people like this. Like, slow down. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm very blessed, but like, they rubbed me the wrong way because they were just so, everything was so urgent, you know? Like, if they were trying to scare you, oh, this has to be done by this time, or we can't move forward with you. And which it was a lie, because I had literally went to Walmart the other day. No, I need to go to the market. This will get done when I get back in here. Like, I'm not doing all that shit. Like, come on, slow down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's not that deep. So I had already done the assessment, and then I got an email that night saying, oh, it need to be done by 8 o'clock in the morning. But it was already done. They not like checking. And then, let me say this. This is how you know they don't know what they're doing. 2 people from the same company scheduled an interview with me. They didn't even know that the other person had already done the interview. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I'm going to go into it with a positive mindset as always. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't got to see these people. We don't got to be on camera or nothing like that. So it's all good. But long as I stick to my plan that I wrote down in my... Let me show y'all. In case you knew. Let's see. Okay, so... when you are downloading digital planners, journals, I don't know what y'all use, but see, I use Notability and I use GoodNotes. GoodNotes and Notability, that's what I use. Okay, so let's see. Wait a minute, y'all. Okay, so this is keeping my life together. And of course, you need your Apple Pencil, like I've said before, but like I say, it be new people, so you don't know. So yeah, I write everything down digitally because it's more convenient for me. I'm a digital person. I love to write things down digitally. Like, all of us like put notes in our iPhone. That's the same thing pretty much, but you know, I'm actually writing it. So yeah, I wrote down my plan, how let me see, actually, let's see. Oh, okay, here go a little glance at my plan. I actually wrote it in, let me go back real quick. I thought I wrote it in Keeping My Life Together. I actually wrote it in Glow Up. Glow Up is my new digital planner that I created, Glow Up. So yeah, I wrote it in Glow Up. But anyway, it's there. You can save it. You can screenshot it. You can do all that. You can save it to the actual app. You can save it to your device. There's so many ways to keep all of the stuff that you're writing safe. You know how you got nosy people, which I don't have those problems, looking through your shit, like reading stuff that they ain't supposed to be reading. That's why, you know, digital is better. So anyway, yeah. So long as I stick to my plan, it's going to be cool. So I'm going to see y'all at the park. It's hot out here today, y'all. My type of weather. Here you go. show y'all what I got on. Yeah, I probably go around the park like twice. I definitely don't need to overdo it. But just a beautiful day. And I actually walked to the park. I didn't even drive. So that's another reason why I'm like a little bit out of breath. Because I walked. I know I'm about to sit down in a minute. That's for damn sure. See, this is what I'm gonna miss when I start working full-time remotely, because I'm used to create my own schedule. I got kind of spoiled with that with like the last the contract I had, and then the one before that I only worked 23 hours a week. So, you know, I had so much time to myself, like all the days, because I had started work at 6 in the evening. Yeah, so days and stuff, I had all days to myself. So yeah, this is gonna blow me, but nothing is forever. Nothing is forever, so I ain't worrying about that. Woo! Y'all, I feel so good out here. Oh my goodness, I do not want to leave. So what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna order a bird carrier, which is something I was gonna do last summer, because when y'all know I come to the park a lot when it get warm. So because I want to bring energy outside, so I'm gonna order a bird carrier so I can bring him with me outside. Because this summer I definitely want to get like a little picnic basket too, but not nothing too serious, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't like a whole bunch of junk, something that you spend all this money for and you really don't even use like that. No, I've saw some really cute ones, but I don't think that I will really utilize them. So yeah, so I'm gonna get like a little cute, inexpensive, like little picnic bag or something like that, because y'all know me. And then I'm gonna buy some more paint, because y'all know that I was you know, painting and stuff, which I still like to do. I only have like about 3 good quality colors, so I'm gonna buy like about probably like 5 more and some more canvases. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do for this spring and this summer. That's what I'm gonna be doing, most definitely. But yeah, I'm just watching all of, you know, just people watching for the most part. Just people watching, pet watching. But y'all see, this is a mess right here. It's a mess. But yeah, I'm gonna talk to y'all when I get back home. So y'all, I'm back in the house. I've been back in here for a little while now. So can y'all believe it? If y'all been watching me, y'all heard me saying a couple vlogs ago that I had jury duty and that I did not go because I did not want to go. And in this city, this is my hometown, Baltimore, Maryland, where I was born and raised. It's not a whole bunch of quality people, in my opinion. Whereas they are only, like, they keep recirculating the same people for jury duty over and over and over. Because in certain cities, you have high crime. You have people who have, you know, criminal records, like, in abundance. You see what I'm saying? So in my opinion, in this city, they don't have that many quality people. So they choose the same people over and over and over, because there's not a whole bunch of people that do not have a criminal record for jury duty, right? So it was so funny, like years ago when I had moved away, you know how you get your mail forwarded? I had got mail forwarded from, of course, from here to Charlotte, North Carolina. And it was for jury duty here. When I tell you, it was my pleasure to send them my North Carolina license and was like, take me off your list. So I was so happy when that happened, right? Now that I'm back, and I think I've had jury duty, I think 3 times or 2. Because it's the same people. And this is not nothing that I'm making up. It's been like this my whole life. I've always had to go to jury duty. And if you don't know, if y'all, I don't know, because like I said, it be new people here. I'm a retired correctional officer, right? So one time I never forget, I had jury duty. And one of the guys that they brought out, I will never, ever in my life forget this story, right? They brought this guy out who, he wasn't on my section, but he was on the section, because we was like in this one building. And he was on a section that was up from me, right? But okay, so it was like a big building. This, mind you, this was a smaller building inside of the institution. The institution was really huge, but we had other buildings inside of there, right? So this particular building, it had 4 floors. I worked the first floor. This particular inmate, I would see him every day because he was housed on the second floor. I did not remember like his real name. You know, some of those guys, they be having like, you know, certain nicknames, but most of the time I always will call them by their last name, right? Or their first name. I never done the nickname thing because to me it wasn't professional. But anyhow, say for instance, if somebody's name was Kevin and you call him Kev, okay. But you know, like all of them crazy nicknames, like, y'all know what I'm talking about. I never went there because it's just not professional. But anyhow, when I was in jury duty, mind you, I had literally got picked and I was in the courtroom at this time. So they were about to like narrow the list down again. So let's just say if it's 20 people and then they about to narrow the list down again. So the guy came out, which was the inmate came out, and it's so crazy, y'all. I will never forget that. I told this story a couple times. Not on here though. When the guy came out, they always like look back because they be wanting to see like if they recognize anybody. He recognized me, of course, because I worked there for many, many years. Like at this point, I think around this time I might have had like maybe 14 years in. So it was the same inmates that came in and out of there. So a lot of them knew the veteran officers, right? So he looked and he was like, this shit was so funny, right? And I was looking like, whatever his name, let's just say if his name was Mark, because I don't remember. I was looking like, what the hell? Okay, I was so glad that happened. He told his lawyer. His lawyer told the judge. Ouch, my head itching a bit. His lawyer told the judge, and they called me up to the bench. So the judge, he had already told his lawyer that I was a correctional officer at the blah, 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 right? The judge wanted to reiterate this just to make sure it was factual. He said, where do you work? I told him. He said, how long have you worked there? I think at the time I had probably, like I said, I think I had 14 years in. If y'all do not know, in the state of Maryland, if you're a correctional officer, you can retire at 20 years. I retire at 20 years and I collect a pension every month, right? So when y'all be hearing me say that, if you are new, or that's what I'm talking about. So anyway, the judge asked me how long I had worked there. I think I had like 14 years at the time. So I told him, he was like, do you know this gentleman? And I said, I don't know him personally, but yeah, I see him every day. He's on a section above from in the building where I work at. Dismissed. I was like, thank you, God. I was so glad that he came in and spoke to me. Thank you, God. Because who wants to deal with that shit anyway? Some people might enjoy it. I don't. I never did, never will. Anyway, back to the story. I got a letter. I don't go in the lobby of my building that often, right? I check my mail maybe like twice a month. I never go down there because all of my bills are electronic. So why am I checking a mailbox? You see what I'm saying? So they sent me this letter on March 28th. I have not been down there since then, right? Well, actually, I hadn't been down there probably since like the 3rd week in March. So unless I get like a package, and I don't order stuff like I used to. I'm not like a impulse shopper like I used to. No, I spend my money with intentions. I do not order stuff like that, you know, all the time. So I don't have to go down to the lobby a lot, right? So I just now went down to the lobby because I told you I walked to the park, right? And I had a letter from March 28th. You missed jury duty, blah, blah, blah. Penalty, you possibly be charged $1,000, 60 days imprisonment, blah, blah, blah. The same shit that they tell everybody, which I don't really know if I ever want to believe that, because I have heard of people never going to jury duty. So I don't really believe that, but whatever. So I was just sitting here like, you know what, I'm going to just call and see if I can come talk to the judge, because I'm not afraid to talk to the judge. One thing about the judges, just from my experience from being a CO and having to go in and out the courtroom, taking inmates to court and shit, they are very nasty. If you do not know, they are very nasty. They're not that pleasant. They don't give a damn if you are a sheriff, a correctional officer. Only people that they seem to be a little bit lenient with is criminals. Yeah, that's why this world is so effed up like it is. And so many people, you know, get away with crime time over and over and over again. You kill this person, you kill that person, you on home detention. It's because of the judge. Yeah, I know. I've worked with them for many, many years when I used to work the courthouse detail, right? Which wasn't really that long because I hated it. So anyway, I like to work inside. I didn't like transporting them. It was just too much bullshit. Like when they would go to court, their family would be, you know, it's a little bit unruly. And that's when the sheriffs came in. They had to deal with that part. But yeah, I hated it. So anyway, I just now called the courthouse and I was like, yeah, I missed jury duty. I did not even know I had jury duty because I do not check my mail that often. So basically, what can we do about it? Like, and he was like, well, very, very professional guy. You know, court clerk, very professional guy. He was like, do you want to come in June? I was like, yeah. So I deal with it in June. So that was that. So I'm like, thank you, because, and then when I do go, it depends on if they was try to pick me for a jury case. That's not going to work either because I'm not going to do that. That's not going to work. From my 20 years experience with dealing with criminals, I believe most of them are guilty. That's my opinion. Most of them. I didn't say all, but most. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not getting on no jury duty. I'm not dealing with it. So, yeah, so that's my rant about that. So I'm glad that went that way. He was, like I said, he was very professional. So right now, I just now ate breakfast again, y'all. Because remember, all I had was potatoes. So, I just ate scrambled eggs and cheese on everything bagel, and I'm drinking orange juice. So I'm gonna get with y'all just in a little while. Let me just look who's here. Get out of my food. Y'all saw firsthand energy getting into, because he can eat bananas, but he cannot eat no, well, birds pretty much can nibble on a lot of things, but not my food. That's for damn sure. So anyway, yeah, I'm just eating a snack, y'all. I cannot believe him. Like, I want to know which one of these he nibbled on, because that's the one I don't want. That's the one I do not want. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to play this bag and see if I can figure out which one he nibbled. Oh my goodness. But y'all, I'm going to end this video. This was just a short little video because I don't really know what I'm doing for the rest of the day. I know I had to leave out. Look at my nose. I just know it was blowing my nose like crazy, y'all. I know I got to leave out and get bird food, but don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment. I'll see y'all in a few days.